that thought in and of itself was not useful or helpful. If I repeated that thought for the rest of my life, I was going to stay in the same place for the rest of my life. And that's what thoughts do. They become prisons that trap us where we are. So then you have to ask yourself, is this where I want to live for the rest of my life? Well, if this physically isn't where I want to live for the rest of my life, then I have to change where I live mentally. Because currently where I mentally live is the prison that this is all I deserve. And therefore that is physically manifesting as this is all I deserve. So for me, I shifted to saying, what do I need to do? So I was like, I don't feel I know enough about the real world anymore. So I would wake up, I'd get dressed up as if I was going to work, and I would go to my local library or a university library every day.
No way.
And I would sit there and I would have two books. I'd have the Bhagavad Gita, which is the spiritual book that I studied as a monk, and other texts, spiritual texts. And I'd have personal growth and self-development books. And I would sit there and read them as if it was my job to study. And I did that for weeks on end because that's what I found to give me a sense. I woke up, I dressed up, I went out to a library at a university or at my local library, sat there with a bunch of books and read and studied. And then slowly, here was the kicker, I started to apply just one principle from each per day. Just one thing that I was reading, one thing that I was learning. And that's what changed my life.